Hello everyone, this is Linda, and this is the Wednesday collaboration video with Marsha at Markets of Sunshine. Today we're talking about making a wall hanging, and I thought I would incorporate this project that I've been doing with the 6-petal Bohemian flower because it is going to be a wall hanging, and I have gotten quite a bit further on it. As you can see, let me bring you down a little closer. I have gotten this part through here stitched, almost completed. I have this little piece here that I just put in that I will stitch it in. This side over here is not done yet, but you can see that when you put the stitching in, it really changes the piece. And so I'm looking forward to getting it finished and stitched. You bring out. Now I have finished the layout. I've gotten all the leaf material in that I want. I've gotten a center that I'm happy with that I'm going to stitch down. And this is just 3 layers of fabric. They're very sheer fabric. So I layered them up. And then this little motif in the center here, and a little bit of gauzy fabric right here. Now, I am looking forward to finishing this, stitching this, and as you can see, my stitches are very simple. They're overcast stitches or running stitch, or maybe a French knot here or there, like in here, to do a little decorative stuff. But most of all, it's just playing with stitch length and direction in straight stitching and overcast stitching. Basically, that's all I'm doing. So this is a very beginner-friendly project, because if you can cut out petal shapes and leaf shapes, and you can do straight stitch, you can make this. All right. Now, I'm a very colorful, I lean to Bohemian colors. I like a chaotic look, and so you can see that that is the signature of a lot of my art pieces. But it doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. You can be very structured using the same type pattern, 6 petals, the center, and some foliage around the outside. And you can make it more structured. You can bend it toward a country theme, toward just a cozy theme, a splash of color, spring, fall, winter. You can lend it to any decor you want it to be in. If you plan to frame it, definitely leave a little bit of framing room around the outside edge of your fabric. Now, my background fabric for this flower is 10 by 11. The gray fabric is 10 by 11, and it is stitched on batting, okay? And it gives it a nice, soft, plushy look when I'm finished, and it frames up nicely, too, that way. So, excuse me, I have 4 more petals and quite a few more leaves to stitch. And my next video, I will complete all of this, and then I will show you the finished one. But meanwhile, I wanted to use this as an example of building your own wall art. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be something you simply love to do, and you put a lot of effort into making it fit your decor by color and texture and sizing. Really, I have a spot on one of my walls that's kind of blank, and it needs something just about this size. So if you look around your house and you think, okay, I need something that's narrow and long, or I need something that's more rectangular and wide, or I need something that's a little bit square, then make that your background size, and then build your layout on top. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to splash in things that you might not do otherwise. And remember that the petals that I started with, I finished those all by themselves, just a petal. You can see that here. Now I've stuck in a couple that I'm going to finish on the piece itself. So either way works. Most of the time I like to do them separate because then I know I'm not repetitive when I put things on. But that's my style. That may not be yours. So meantime, think about it. Think about what you need in your home. Think about what you'd like to put there. And then just jump into it. And I highly recommend a simple floral motif like this one. If you want to make it more simple, you don't have to have as much foliage as I've got. You don't have to have such complicated petals. You can do it in your style. Do you very well. Whatever it is that you like, that's how you do it. But I hope that I've inspired you with this, and you'll try something like this for yourself because it's really a lot of fun. So sometime in the future, I will be showing you the finished product. Until then, please jump over to Marsha's and see what she's got for you today. And I believe we have one more video in our series of 12. And so next Wednesday, look for the last video in this series. I thank you for watching them. And please also remember that I have a group called the Cozy Makers Group. And I will link it in the description below. It is not a replacement for my YouTube channel, but it is a more community-oriented, interactive place that we can come together. A lot of the things we do over there, we're not doing on the YouTube channel. We can interact easier. We can go beyond just the comment. And you can post all your activities. You can post your process videos. You can post your photos of your projects. You can just have a lot of fun within the community. And we're building it right now. It's just started. And it's free to join during December. January, it will cost $5 to join the community. So if you're even thinking about it, please jump in now. December is a free month. And once you join free, you stay free no matter what the price goes up later. Okay, enough of that. And I want to tell you all to stay safe and stay scrap happy.